Hey there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Good to have you with us today. My name is Dave. I'm a Christian recording artist and a worship leader based in New Jersey, but right now I'm walking through, I think this is the Mohawk River Trail in Rome, New York. And I was thinking about, in our membership community, we just finished a new Bible study, and we're in the middle of the book of John, and we get to the end of chapter 10, and we're talking about how Jesus and the Father are one, and at the end, like the very last two verses of chapter 10, some people in the crowd said, "Hey, well, John didn't do any miracles, but this guy has done some miracles." And I was thinking about that, and I was like, man, that's really kind of impactful. And let's see what's down here. And they went a little deeper into the meaning behind that. Like, what did that actually mean? And so come to find out, John didn't do any miracles, but he had incredible character. And John didn't do any miracles, but he had a very special work to do. And John didn't do any miracles, but Jesus still loved him, right? And there was one more point. John didn't do any miracles, but I can't remember. Maybe I'll think of it in a minute. But it was encouraging, and there were a few quotes that had come together at the end of the section. But the bottom line in all of it was very encouraging to know this. Like, I had never known that John didn't do any miracles. Maybe I missed that part of John. Maybe I missed that part of the teaching, the Bible, whatever. But at the end of the day, John didn't do any miracles, but what is he remembered for? He's remembered for his character. He's remembered for having this kind of special job. Like, this was the guy who introduced Jesus and kind of brought him into the whole, he kind of prepared the way for Jesus. And so it was pretty cool to think about this, because here we have this guy who, great preacher, definitely remembered for, a crucial part of the synoptic gospels, right? Like, the book of John is incredible. And so he had all that going on, but didn't do any miracles. And that's the crucial point in all of this. I gotta turn around here because looks like there's still paving over here. But anyway, so he didn't do any miracles, but he still is remembered as being this great kind of disciple, great friend of Jesus, apostle, all this stuff. And so it gives me hope at the end of the day that we're in this place where we're not doing miracles, are we? Right? Anybody out there like popping miracles off every other day? No. Like, we're just trying to live our lives and trying to follow Jesus and be a part of, his plan here. And we want to leave this lasting impact because of the way that we follow Jesus. And so I got caught up in this idea. I was like, wow, this is very, very cool and encouraging, because really at the end of the day, even though we're not performing all these miracles, we're still doing our best to follow Jesus. We're still doing our best to live like him. And we're still doing our best to tell others about him. And we're still doing our best to serve others. And why are we doing that? Because we want to leave this lasting impression, right? Just the way that John did. And so once again, we see these Bible kind of heroes continuing to teach us and give us lessons and just lead us into our own lives and our own walk with Jesus. And it's pretty amazing, pretty fascinating. And so maybe just, the takeaway from all this is this. John didn't perform these miracles, and yet we remember John for his character. We remember John for the incredible work that he did. And so that gives us hope, right? In the midst of all of this, it gives us hope. We're not doing miracles, but maybe the words that you say to somebody or the way that you treat somebody is a miracle in their life. Maybe the way that you serve, at your local soup kitchen, or the way that you do your job, or the way that, you parent, right? The way that you're a mom, right? That's a miracle in itself. And then that's going to leave this lasting impact on the people that you're serving, the people that you're loving, the people that you're caring for, the people that you have patience with. Maybe just the act of having patience with somebody and stopping and listening is a miracle in that person's eyes, right? There's all these different ways that we can interpret it. And so today, let's call this miracles, because we don't have to be performing, life-giving miracles or healing broken legs and all that kind of stuff. We can literally, in our lives, change people's lives with the words that we say, with the acts of kindness that we push out there, with literally living the love of Jesus. And so today, let John be an encouragement. Let John be a guy who we can look to and say, yeah, got it. Love the fact that maybe, he didn't need to do miracles in order to leave behind an incredible legacy. And let me kind of be like him over the course of every single day, right? Let's leave a legacy of Jesus behind us. Sound good? Sounds good to me. All right, so enjoy your day. Thanks for being a part of this. And if you want to join our membership, please do head over to joindavesband.com. Get involved over there in our membership community. Folks are praying for you and with you. And it's an absolutely kind of incredible place to be. And so together we are we're just trying to follow Jesus more and more and more and get closer and closer to him so that we can, perform these miracles every single day in our own lives. All right. Thanks, guys, for being here. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care.